Hello and welcome to English 1301. My name is Dr. April and the purpose of this video is to introduce you to me and our class. So let's take a look. My name, like I said, is Dr. April Sikorsky. Y'all can call me Dr. April. Don't call me Mrs. Sikorsky, that's my grandma, and she's great, but I'm Dr. Sikorsky. I got my PhD from Indiana University of Pennsylvania in 2011, my master's from University of Pittsburgh in 2003, and my educational focus was composition literacy and pedagogy. What that means is I went to school to figure out how best to teach this class. I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I have a dog named Starbuck, and she is named after the best pilot aboard the Battlestar Galactica. She's kind of goofy looking. I'm in a postcard club, and we send postcards to one another about true crime. And sometimes they're very cute, like this, Who's This Cat? I collect rocks. My favorite rock is labradorite. Sorry, I always say that wrong. It's labradorite. And it's my favorite. It kind of just chills looking all gray, and then you polish it up or put it into the light, and you can see these beautiful colors right here. And this is kind of the rock before it's polished up. And that's me. Dr. April. This is my background, a painting and guitar behind me. My office hours are Monday and Wednesday from 2 to 3 o'clock, and they'll be virtual via Zoom. You can find a link for those in the news items. And you can reach me anytime by shooting me an email at april.sikorsky@brazosport.edu. So, now that you've met me, let's go ahead and check out D2L. We're going to look at some important icons, news tabs, content tabs, all kinds of other stuff. But the most important thing when we check out D2L is to start with content. Let's have a field trip. So here we are in D2L, and there's a lot to look at, so you're going to have to navigate on your own, but I wanted to show you a couple of important things specifically for our class. So here from the main page, once you've clicked on the course, you'll see the news items. Here's our welcome message, and then the week 1 due dates. Each week, new due dates will pop up at the beginning of the week, normally on Sunday, so you'll see the work for the week to come. On the right-hand side, you can see updates, and that'll let you know what materials are available for you to complete. This is not what you should rely on, but it's a nice way to click to available stuff. Down here's the calendar, and you can view the calendar a few ways. You can click through and see an actual big calendar, or you can scroll down and just see different due dates for our class. If you click through to the event, it'll pop up, and you'll be able to add tasks for yourself that you'd like to complete. For instance, before you do this quiz, you might want to download and read the syllabus. And you can add that task for yourself. Then you can click it off when you finish it, and it'll go away, or you can view it down here. Just a nice way to make sure that all of the pieces you need to complete for each assignment are completed. And you can set those tasks for yourself by viewing the calendar. Now, the calendar is incredibly valuable, but you want to make sure that you still keep your own records. So, while you can keep track of the calendar by looking at the calendar page or looking at our main course page, you want to make sure that all of the due dates that we need for the course are also in your personal calendar or wherever you write things down. You don't want to rely only on the calendar here on D2L because there's additional due date material in the syllabus and discussions will not pop up here. So all of the due dates for your discussions will not pop up over here. That means you'll also have to check out the news items and the course schedule that's on pages 7 to 10 of your syllabus. There's a lot of different tabs up here. We're here at Course Home. Content is the one that we're going to be exploring in a moment, but before that I want to show you a few more. On the right we have Class List. This is where you'll click to view your profile, my profile, and your classmates' profiles. This is important for your profile essay for Unit 1. Here you see assignments, and from here you'll be able to take a look at the Dropbox, rubrics, quizzes, and your grade. From communications, you can also find discussions and your email. There's also a locker where you can put any files that you want to keep for this class. It's not to share them with anybody. It's just to save materials for yourself. And then content. That's the tab that you'll probably be using the most. On the Content tab, if you click Table of Contents, you see here that we have all of our units marked out. Start here, Unit 1, Unit 2, and then down here at the bottom, you'll see Unit 3. Each of these units provides the materials that you need to complete for each unit. In Start here, you'll see the syllabus quiz. You'll also find the syllabus, and this video will be listed here as well. In Unit 1, you'll see all of the materials that you'll be working on for Unit 1, our introduction video, the PowerPoint for that video, a quiz on that video, which has a due date, the purpose discussion. As you can see, that discussion does not have a due date here. It does have a due date in the syllabus, and there's a due date listed inside the discussion. However, there's not a due date associated with the calendar, because I can't hook up discussions like that. You can also see our profile essay assignment here for you to complete. If I go back to Table of Contents, I can scroll down to Unit 2, and you'll be able to see all of the materials for Unit 2 in our submodules. If you click through to any of those submodules, you'll see the materials here for the assignment, and then all of the discussions associated with this unit part. Again, the discussions have due dates, but they are not associated with the calendar. So it's incredibly important that you do not just rely on the course home calendar, but also the syllabus for this information. Now that we've looked a little bit at the Content tab and the different modules and units we have in here, I wanted to make sure that we took a look at some of the things in the Assessments tab. In Assessments, we can find our Dropbox. The Dropbox is where you'll hand in your major papers. I had the hiccups there. Anything that's not a discussion post will be submitted to Dropbox. You can see here what has been submitted, any assignment descriptions, and the actual Dropbox itself. If you click on the Dropbox, you see the assignment description and the instructions. You'll be able to see the rubric for that assignment, including Level 3, or A, that's the one that you're looking for, Level 2, which is our C level, and Level 1, which is, the F. So those are our different levels. Our criteria on the left, and here underneath the points is a description of each level. So you can take a look at the ways that you'll be graded, the guidelines there, minimum points available, and then down here you can add your file. All of your materials, all of your formal papers need to be submitted as Microsoft Word files. So you'll be adding those files here. If you'd like to leave me any additional comments, feel free to record a little message or add something in the comments box. You'll click Submit all the way down at the bottom to submit your piece, and that's how you'll hand something in. Each of our Dropboxes are set up to allow you multiple submissions, so you'll be able to submit both your drafts and your finals. Should you choose to revise anything after the final is due and you've received feedback, you'll be able to submit it to the same Dropbox. If we go to the Assessments tab, you can also see quizzes. Each of the quizzes are in the unit in which they're assigned. But if you'd like to take a look at all of the quizzes that are available, you can click on them through here. You see their due dates are listed here, the number of times that you've attempted, and if you've attempted it, this is your evaluation status. If you click through to the quiz, you'll be able to see a little bit of information about the quiz, and what time it is, and then you'll be able to start the quiz. Quizzes have to be completed by the date and time in which they're due. So our syllabus quiz has to be completed by the 26th of August at 11:59 p.m. And I know you guys are all interested in grades, so let's go ahead and take a look there. This is a really cool page. If you weren't aware, you can view your grades in real time. As assignments happen, I will be adding your grades. I will be adding scores to your grade items, and they will pop up here. So you'll be able to see what your grade is as we move through the course. Each of the units is worth a certain number of points, and all of those points add to 100. You can take a look down here and see everything that you'll be doing, including each of those discussion posts, has a points value associated with it, and you'll be getting grades on all of those materials. The idea behind the grade book is to allow you to keep up and keep track of your grade in the course. I know there's been times that you've been in courses, especially face-to-face courses, where you've wondered exactly what your grade was at any given time. By clicking on Assessments and then clicking to the Grades tab, you'll be able to view your grades in real time, which is a very cool thing that isn't available in all of our face-to-face classes. I'm going to click back to the course home so that you can see the news items again. And remember, we have our welcome item that reminds us to click on Content and then click on Start Here to get started. The Start Here tab will eventually change to be called Syllabus and Resources, but for the first 2 weeks of class, it'll be called Start Here to make things easier. Also from Course Home, you will always find the current week's due dates. If possible, there will be links to the different items that you have to view or hand in. For Wednesday, you'll be doing this work, and for Friday, this is what's due. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Remember, my name is Dr. April, and I am here to help you learn this material and make sure we have a positive experience. Click on Content to get started and read that syllabus. I'll see you on the boards.